things that's happening. These are things that will continue to happen, and we even miss out about the different art galleries.
That's right.
And the art exhibition shows that the Port Authority has put on. They have done an amazing job, and I'm sure that they will continue to do an amazing job. And we look forward to much more coming in from the port as well, the Port Authority.
That partnership, government, the port, the Bahamian people, Grand Bahamians from East End to West End, working together to build this island that we love, called Grand Bahama. It's so exciting to be a part of the Bounce Back. And I want to thank y'all so much for joining us for this special show, The Bounce Back, because it is this show that is designed to not only highlight, but ways on how we can catapult the island of Grand Bahama to the next level, ways and how we can improve where we are now and get to where we have to go. And you know we have a Bounce Back challenge, and that challenge is this: how do we get something we've never had? You and I, we gotta be prepared to do something we've never done. The Bounce Back Challenge, I challenge you today, do something you've never done to advance not only yourselves, not only your children or your children's children, but this nation as a whole. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm your host, Joan Davis Rowe. God bless.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paiswell Forbes. This is ZNS.
Welcome to What's Trending, the show keeping you in the know with all that's happening in lifestyle and entertainment. I'm your host, Stacey Campbell Marshall. Airlines in the United States are now required to give passengers a cash refund if their flight is significantly delayed or canceled, even if the person does not ask for a refund. The rule went into effect on Monday, just a month before the start of what is likely to be a busy holiday travel season. The new rules mandates that refunds are automatically processed by an airline if a passenger's flight is canceled or significantly changed. If they do not accept the significantly changed flight, rebooking on an alternate flight or alternate compensation. Airlines are required to refund passengers within 7 business days if the ticket was bought on a credit card and within 20 calendar days for other forms of payment. NASA's Crew 8 mission members returned to Earth, capping a nearly 8-month mission after their trip from the International Space Station was extended several times. The SpaceX Dragon capsule carrying the 4-member crew splashed down off the coast of Pensacola, Florida, after a fiery nighttime return across southern Mexico. The crew members spent 235 days in space, the longest of any human SpaceX mission. And a woman who went missing on a solo hike in the Australian mountains was found dazed and injured after suffering a snake bite while missing for nearly 2 weeks. The 48-year-old was fortunate to be alive after being bitten by a snake, potentially a copperhead. The venomous species can deliver a painful bite that can lead to death without medical attention. Police had to set up helicopters, planes, and deployed a search team by road, on foot, and horseback for 6 days before spotting the missing woman. On today's show, in studio, we have a breast cancer survivor, and we'll learn more about the Jenny Dean Cancer Support Group as many journey through this life-changing disease. Also, a special guest from the best of the best, Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded. And today, we wrap up our book of the month, Queen of Exiles. This and so much more after the break.
Good to glow, keeping you in the know. nothing that's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
World Food Day was recognized globally on October 16th by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations under the theme, The Right to Food for a Better Life and a Better Future. Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources Jomo Campbell recently paid a visit to Columbus Primary for World Food Day to speak to the youngsters about the importance of food and how it affects our lives, communities, and ultimately our planet.
Did you know that many people around the world do not have enough food to eat on a daily basis? And even some people right here in our own country. In fact, millions of people are hungry and don't have access to the healthy food they deserve. And this is where you and I can make a difference.
World Food Day was recognized globally on October 16th by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations under the theme, The Right to Food for a Better Life and Better Future. Minister Campbell tells the kids how they can play a part in achieving this goal.
Firstly, by being educated. This means that we should start by learning about the different types of food and where they come from. Secondly, support your local farmers. Encourage your parents to purchase fresh fruits and vegetables from the local farmers in your communities. Thirdly, let us try to waste less food.
The minister and other ministry officials also paid a visit to R.M. Bailey Senior High School, Anatole Rogers High School, and D.W. Davis Junior High School, where students received a first-hand account of what it's like to pursue a career in food production. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Breast cancer remains a significant public health concern in the Bahamas, with some of the highest rates of mortality in the region. Bahamian women are also said to be at a higher risk for breast cancer due to a combination of genetic, socioeconomic, and healthcare factors. In studio with us is breast cancer survivor Renelle Cartwright, who will share her story and discuss the importance of support for survivors. Hi, Renelle. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Renelle, tell me, 8 years it's been, and how are you doing today?
I am awesome, Stacy.
All right.
It's been quite a journey, but I take life one day at a time.
Yeah, so let's rewind 8 years. When the doctor says you have cancer, what was that diagnosis like for you? What did those words mean to you?
The only thing that you think about when you hear the word cancer is death. I didn't take it like a death sentence. I decided right then and there, hey, listen, I'm not gonna give up. I thought about my kids, and I wanted to be there for them. So the next best thing was, what do I do next? And that's when I decided right then and there, I said, you know what, I'm gonna get a second opinion. Let me just confirm that it is what they say it is. And I got that confirmation, and I decided to have the breast removed, of course, and the doctors told me that the surgery was successful, and as a precaution, they wanted me to do chemo.
So let me just ask you, how did you even discover that you had cancer? How did,
One day, I discovered it coming out of the shower. I would normally check my breasts because at the age of 17, I discovered I had a lump. I got it checked out back then, and it was benign. And because of that lump, I always checked. And the day I felt the lump, I explained to the doctor that it's not the same lump. So he told me, I was out of town, so he told me whenever I get back in town, we'll check it out.
Okay. So fast forward now, and they're saying, oh, you should do chemo. You should take chemo, which is, the normal thing that they tell everybody to do. But you decided on another route. Tell us about that.
I decided not to do chemo or radiation. To be very honest, I was more afraid of the treatment than I was of the cancer itself. I took a holistic route. I changed my diet. I had cut out all meats and dairy. Even with products, feminine products that I use, I stopped using regular deodorant. I went the natural route. Even with shampoos, anything that had parabens, sulfates in it, I just got rid of.
So you also speak about the importance of support, you know, when you get this diagnosis and when you're going through the process. How critical is this for survival?
It's extremely important. If it had not been for my support team, I don't think I would be sitting here right now. It is definitely important. Folks, women in particular, need to know that. There are people out there that can lend a helping hand. As simple as a conversation, they may not know which route to take, how to go about it, because when I first started out in this journey, I had no idea what to do. And I've had friends that reached out, persons from the Sister group, from other organizations, that reached out as well, that helped me and kind of helped me navigate as to how to go about it.
And what advice do you have for someone who is just hearing this news, like you have cancer? So what advice do you have, you know, especially breast cancer in particular, what advice do you have for them?
Cancer is not a death sentence. It's not a death sentence. Like any other human being, you know, you're afraid. In the beginning, you're traumatized. You probably don't know where to go or what to do, what's the next step. But know that people are out here that can help, that can assist, that can, like I said, navigate as to how to go about, even after getting, let's say, for example, if you have to have a mastectomy done, they can tell you exactly which route to take, or if there's equipment that you have to use or things that you have to purchase.
They can help walk you through the process.
Yes.
Because they've been there before.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Ronell, your story is a story of survival, and we appreciate you and we wish you all the best. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you as well.
You're watching What's Trending, and we've got more after the break.
Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil Initials Drop and Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days. Sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
Support for cancer patients is crucial to their overall well-being and can significantly impact the quality of life, mental health, and even treatment outcomes. Our next guest and her organization have been a source of strength for many cancer patients in the Bahamas. Let's welcome Duquesa Dean, the president of the Jenny Dean Caring and Sharing Cancer Support Group. Welcome, Duquesa.
Thank you for having me, Stacey.
Thank you for being here. Now, listen, you are a life coach, a trainer, a mentor, an author. How did you become involved in the group?
Well, my mom started the group in 2012, and for 5 years I worked along with her with building the group, and in 2017 she passed away. When she passed away, the group leaders at that time asked that I stand in as an interim president, and here we are 7 years later.
All these years later.
I'm still at it.
Okay, so tell me about the organization. What do you all do? What do you offer the community?
Absolutely. So we focus on healing mostly after the physical wound has healed. So yes, we do give support reports. We do give financial contributions to people that are in need, but we also focus on healing the mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of the journey. You often hear me say that the real healing from cancer starts when you're no longer trying to survive, to live, trying to heal. So we focus a lot on rebuilding that confidence and teaching the women how to have a lifestyle shift and to thrive again in life.
And how has the impact been in the community? Because, you know, there's so many people, the numbers are staggering. So there's so many people that are suffering from cancer. How has the impact, what have you seen in the community?
Well, we've seen where more women are sharing their stories, are getting the information that we're providing, the wellness information, the movement information, just how to make that lifestyle switch. We're also seeing where families are being rebuilt. We focus a lot on healing the family because there's trauma to the entire family when someone is navigating cancer. We do see that there are more and more women coming forward for support, which again is something that we want to celebrate because in times past, women were so quiet about their cancer journey. And so younger women are now being diagnosed and they are more vocal. So we're seeing more of them being open about sharing, but more than that, they are demonstrating to the community evidence that cancer, you may have to fight to live, but you don't have to die. You can thrive after a cancer diagnosis. And I think that is a significant impact for women out there who are fighting cancer.
Yeah. So let's talk about, so you offer support to the community, but what about every organization needs some kind of support? So how can the wider Bahamian community support your organization?
Well, we're growing, and we're growing by leaps and bounds, which is a double-edged sword because it means there are more people being diagnosed with cancer, and it also means that we have a lot of work that we get to do. But right now, we've outgrown the facility that we're using for our support group meetings, and we really need community support with a space that we can occupy. Now, when I talk about this, I say we'd like it rent-free for forever, but we'll be grateful for rent-free for a year. We need a space where we can have a craft and art room for therapy for the women, where we can have one-on-one counseling, where we can have merchandise available for sale, and also where we can have our monthly group meetings as well. And we have anywhere from 20 to 40 women show up to those meetings consistently.
Wow, that's a good size group. Yes. So we need somebody out there with a space who can say, we can support you.
Yes.
And how do people get in touch with you? If they're looking for, you know, support or some help, or they would like to reach out to support you, how do they get in touch?
Well, we're all over social media, Jenny Dean Caring and Sharing Cancer Support Group. We have a website, gdcancersupportgroup.com, and my direct line is 802-6012. So once you reach out to us, someone responds immediately, and we can connect to support individuals to receive donations, to come out into your business and give a presentation about early detection and how to do the self-exam. We do a lot of that in corporate Bahamas as well. So we meet needs as well as we look to have needs met as well.
Okay. And what are some of the future plans of the organization?
Well, we want to continue that education and awareness. Early detection is key. The self-exams consistently, those are important. We want to also have a facility in the future where we're able to offer a space that people can come to stay in while they get treatment, because that's much needed. There are a lot of women traveling from the Family Islands who are in need for a space to stay, and so that's one of the group's long-term goals. The reality is no one organization can do it all. You know, the Cancer Society is doing a phenomenal job. Sister Sisters doing a phenomenal job. We're doing a great job. And all of these groups are necessary to support the community because the amount of people being diagnosed with cancer is huge.
All right. Duquesa, my good friend, my longtime friend.
Yes,
thank you so much. Thank you
much
for all that you do for the community, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Welcome
you to Montego Bay, Jamaica, the reggae capital. Get ready for sun, fun, and unforgettable adventures. November 17th, you can experience stunning beaches. Head to Doctor's Cave Beach, famous for its crystal clear waters and powdery white sand. Swim, sunbathe, or grab a drink from one of the beach bars. Feeling adventurous? Try some snorkeling to explore the colorful coral reefs. If you crave adrenaline, Montego Bay has your back. How about some jet skiing or parasailing? Glide above the turquoise waters and take in breathtaking views of the coastline. Or go for a thrilling banana boat ride with friends. Immerse yourself in local culture by visiting the famous Hip Strip. Stroll along Gloucester Avenue lined with shops, bars, and restaurants. Don't miss the chance to try authentic Jamaican jerk chicken. It's a must. As the sun sets, Montego Bay transforms. Experience the lively nightlife at one of the many beach bars or nightclubs. Dance to reggae beats, sip on a refreshing rum punch, and enjoy live music. The energy is contagious. For golf enthusiasts, Montego Bay boasts some world-class courses. Enjoy a round at the scenic Trial Club or the Rose Hall Golf Club, where stunning meets the challenging play. And if relaxation is what you seek, indulge in a spa day at one of the luxurious resorts. Treat yourself to a massage with ocean views and let all your stress melt away. From stunning beaches to vibrant nightlife, Montego Bay is a paradise waiting to be explored. Pack your bags and join Bahamas Air on this inaugural flight into Montego Bay, Jamaica, November 17th for an introductory rate of $526. Get ready for the adventure of a lifetime in Jamaica. Visit bahamasair.com for more details. Enjoy your trip with Bahamas Air.
Right in the center. You ready? Put your hand in the air. Put your hand in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, just knocking at the door. 5, 6, 7, 8, please don't be too late. 6, 10, 9, 10, the wind chopping once again. 4, 3, 2, 1, together at the center.
As you would have just seen, the best of the best Rake and Scrape event is an incredible showcase of authentic Bahamian music, where Rake and Scrape, an iconic Bahamian music genre, takes center stage. The event appeals to an attractive lineup of musicians, and over the years, it has blossomed into a celebration of culture, inspiring and uniting our people. In studio to discuss the upcoming concert on November 2nd at Breezes Resort is our very own cultural icon, David Ferguson, known in the music industry as Funky D. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
I'm great, man.
So you excited about the event?
Second time around, reloaded, man. It's going to be great. The first one was off the charts.
Yes.
So this one is reloaded. So when you reload something, you got to make it better. So this one is worth watching.
All right. So tell me, why is it so important for us to showcase our Bahamian artists? You've been in this game a long time.
Well, you know, like, it's important because the generation behind us, they've seen all of these other acts on the television, all the Michael Jackson acts, and it's great for us to really showcase the Bahamian culture, what we have to offer. And I know, you know, we're going to be showing them that we are on the same level as any act that they can bring here.
Yes, I mean, the event is such a great night, chock full of a lot of artists. Let's talk about some of the artists that are going to be performing tonight, that night. Of course, you.
Wow, yeah. most of the any artist that has a name here in the country, Gino D, D-Mac, KB,
Wilfred
Elon Musk,
Solomon, Ancient Man, Fan Sean, Mama D, Nisha LS, Veronica Bishop, Avi, Shine 242, Lil Elliott from the New Breed Band, Rycon Bahamas, Johnny Cake, Julian Believe, Iron, Sherrod Taylor, Larry from the Brylanders. I mean, there's so many incredible artists that evening.
You know, and this is going to be the greatest Bahamian concert ever. I mean, the biggest. We've got almost 20 different Bahamian acts. Nice. I mean, so it's going to be historical.
It's just an electric night.
It's going to be a fun night.
It is put on by Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group and Alpha Sounds Productions. And, you know, it's so, I just love it how, especially, you know, Alpha Sounds, they focus in on Bahamian acts and making sure that you all are showcased. What do you think what can we do better to make sure that we're supporting our Bahamian artists?
Well, you know, when the other acts come here, it's the marketing.
Okay.
And this has been great marketing, and that's getting the people to know what we have to offer. I mean, you know, generally we normally just have the audio. Mm-hmm. The video of it is what's going to be selling it.
Yeah, and I know that it's always a sold-out crowd. You know, there's also going to be 2 incredible backing bands, the Falcons, Shad Kali, and the VIP. So the tickets for general admission are $60. VIP admission is $150. And it includes the exclusive experience at the biggest one-night all-Bahamian concert. So we want to tell people where to buy tickets. You can go to BahamasEtickets.com, and you can go in person to the Beauty Shack, to both Beauty Shack locations. And again, the gates open at 6 p.m. Showtime is 8 p.m. sharp, because there are a lot of acts to get through that night. So we're just encouraging everyone to grab their tickets early, so you know, you won't miss out on such a great night.
You know, I would always like to say, please come early, because it's not going to be Bahamian time. This is real show time.
Yeah.
8 o'clock sharp, the first act is going to be on that stage, so you don't want to be able to miss anybody.
Right. From the first act to the last act is going to absolutely be amazing.
It's just going to be a party.
All right, so November 2nd, that's Saturday night, 6 p.m., the gates open, everyone. Remember, they've got Sky Boxes, Sky Pods available. They're all available. You can dial 394-0819 for tickets. You can go to the Beauty Shack or BahamasEtickets.com. Thank you so much, Funky D.
Thank you for having me.
A legend in the Bahamian music industry. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
On What's Trending. We wish you a successful performance, and we'll be back after the break.
Hi, JBI. I so love your products. Your kidney beans, they're rich and authentic. I love the coconut taste. I love the coconut smell. I use it for my rice all the time. Every Sunday is my Sunday's product.
Guess what? This is all we use. We love the pigeon peas and coconut milk. We love the red kidney beans and coconut milk. Peas and rice, that's the only thing that we use. Thank you so much for being here.
I must say, out of the many products that they have, this has to be my favorite one. It's very refreshing, and it would be my first choice of drink.
Try JBI.
Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Happy anniversary, JBI.
Congratulations, JBI, on your 30th anniversary of being in the Bahamas.
Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas. You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
Today is our wrap-up of our book for the month. Thank you for joining us in our book club. For me, reading is a way to relax, escape, learn, and travel. I enjoy snuggling deep into my sofa or my bed, wrapping up with my favorite blanket, and allowing a book to take me on a journey via the pages. Our first book for the What's Trending book club was Queen of Exiles by Vanessa Riley, which has been a joy to read, and I hope that you've been reading along and enjoying as well. Let's begin the recap with the author, Vanessa Riley. She is an acclaimed author known for captivating novels such as Island Queen, a Good Morning America buzz pick, and Queen of Exiles, an ABC View lit pick. Her craft highlights hidden narratives of power, love, and sisterhood of Black women and women of color in historical fiction, romance, and mystery genres. Her works have received praise from publications like The Washington Post, Entertainment Weekly, NPR Publisher Weekly, and The New York Times. In addition to penning over 25 novels, Vanessa holds a doctorate in mechanical engineering engineering from Stanford University and STEM degrees from Penn State, adding a research-oriented approach to her writing while emphasizing inclusive storytelling about the Caribbean. So let's get into the recap. Queen of Exiles tells the fascinating story of Marie-Louise Christophe, the first and only Queen of Haiti. After the assassination of her husband, King Henry, Marie-Louise is forced into exile. The novel follows her journey across Europe, where she fights to secure a future for herself and her daughters while navigating the complexities of being a Black queen in a world dominated by European powers. Riley's narrative paints a vivid picture of a resilient and intelligent woman who challenges societal norms and carves out a space for herself in history. The book combines a rich historical detail with compelling narrative, making it a captivating read for those interested in historical fiction and stories of powerful women. First of all, a Black queen, y'all, hello. I know this book is a work of fiction, but the character is based on a real life person. One of the things I appreciated is Vanessa Riley's usage of real newspaper clippings in the book. And the press clippings gave context to just how obsessed the press was with her. She was fiercely criticized in the press, and that kind of made her a celebrity in Europe. The author also touched on the similarities and differences of Blackness in Haiti and Blackness in Europe, and how Marie-Louise had to deal with being Black in both of those situations. But my girl Marie-Louise, honey, she definitely represented, okay? She showed those people that she knew how to carry herself well with confidence, and she demanded respect. She and her girls still stepped out, and they decided that they would be seen and heard. The book makes the reader question how we would handle the range of emotions. She dealt with grief, she dealt with fear, she dealt with uncertainty, racism, political exile, financial ruin. Would you and me, would we be able to survive a similar fate? It's not too late to enjoy Queen of Exiles, y'all. Take the time to read it and get lost in this amazing story of love, prominence, and triumph. Then message me, because I'd love to hear your perspective and what you loved about the book.
We've heard you. We know you're tired of the reruns. We're coming back, bigger and better, on The Legal Brief. I'm your host, Ramona Farquharson. Stay tuned.